Hi there, Leo. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your tarot reading for the month of July. As I like to do, I've changed things up a bit. In front of me, I've got two decks. This one here is actually a Messages from Spirit deck. So I wanted to give you something from heaven and something from the tarot. It's a brief message, as you know, an opportunity for the tarot to give you a message. If it doesn't resonate, please do not try and make it fit. Check out your moon and or your rising instead. Maybe there's a message there for you. Now, at the beginning of the month, beginning of the video, I usually go through the astrology, just the key transits for the month. But this month, I'm going to do that at the end of the video. So, and I go through the tarot card responses. So if you're interested in the energy of the tarot, of the astrology, that's coming after this. So it's not missing, it's just at the end. Okay, so without further ado, Leo, let me see what the cards are. Now, this is what the spirit messages. So what spirit have got to say to you? So I'm just out of camera shot there. Leo. I'm focusing on Leo. I can't even tell you how many times this card has come up. And there are all these cards. And it just is this one every time. Right, so synchronicity, Leo. You are going through a period of time this month when everything is happening for a reason. So, are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So maybe the tarot will cover what that specific reason is. I just threw my cards everywhere then. It depends how warm my hands. If my hands, because you know, obviously I've got troubled hands. If my hands are cold, they tend to be a bit more rigid and then I lose the cards. Anyway, enough about me. Let's have a Leo, 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 Leo. Right. Well, it's good to see that the financial issues at the beginning of the month are sorted by the end. That's a good thing to see. Now, so what you've got here, everything is happening for a reason, remember. Now, at the beginning of the month, you need to make a decision. There's a decision to be made here around spending money. So, have I got enough to do what I want to do? To go where I want to go? And that's very much at the beginning of the month. As a synchronicity card came in, it would suggest that any opportunity that you're being presented with right now, don't allow finances and your belief that there's not enough money to hold you back. And that's the message from the card. There is. You see this here? I don't have enough. I don't have enough. But he does, because there it is. It's right there in the window. And even if it's not from your own resources, it's from somebody who really cares about you. So there is the money there to be able to do what you want to do, okay? And you need to make that decision. Now, in the middle of the month here, Leo, I feel that that's, you know, it's not, it's putting you on a path, okay, that leads you into taking care of yourself. Now, the Queen of Cups tells me you need to be more, you need some self-care in the middle of the month, because I believe that justice is telling me the scales, you know, things are out of balance. You've been given too much. So in the middle of the month here, we've got very much a situation that arises where you've been giving too much of yourself. And as a result of that, the scales have just, you know, tipped slightly in the other person's favour and not enough yours. It's not a wrong or a right. It's just what's happened. And the cards are coming in and saying, look, it's not fair. And actually, let's start taking care of you, Leo. So Leo, in the middle of the month, you need to do some things that are going to help you take care of yourself. So have some fun, you know, treat yourself. You've earned it. Spend some time reflecting on what it is that you want from life. Some real soul work, some soul healing is really good to do when you get the Justice card. You know, try and get the balance right. Put you first a little bit more so that the balance is restored. The end of the month, look at this. This is lovely. This is money. This is, I'm going to have some luxury. So the money there, so there's not enough there. Well, there is, but, you know, it's saying to do that. But at the end of the month, we've got a reward here. So the 9 of Pentacles is around the fact that you've done it yourself. You've achieved it. And look at this Page of Swords. You've risen above it all. You've got yourself to this position where, so whatever this, it's swung the other way. And now you're in a position where financially you're able to afford to treat yourself. The world tells me that you're coming to the end of a chapter at the beginning of July, because the world says, right, it's now time for you. This chapter in your life, just a chapter in a book, has closed. It's time to move on. I do feel that you've been overdoing it for other people because you were trapped, or you thought you were trapped, and you were almost far too busy. And it's time now to let that all go. So if you've been, I'm just going to say what's coming through here, caring for somebody else at the cost of your own health and at the cost of your own peace of mind and the cost of you, then that's about to change, okay? And it changes in the middle of the month. And look at what's happened here. You actually are in a situation here where this chapter's come to conclusion. You are able to financially reap the rewards of it. So maybe you're getting paid a nice bonus. If this is at work, it's working out well for you, because actually you believed that you were stuck there and you needed to do it. And the world is saying, actually, that's all about to change. So all is as it should be. I hope that's made sense to you. The beginning of the month, we go on the path. Then we've got a situation in the middle of the month where something's not right. It's not fair, you know, and as a result of that, you're being reminded to put yourself first, take care of yourself. And as a result of that, things start to change, okay? And change so that then you're in a position. So I keep tapping these cards. You're then in a position where all is as it should be and the money's there. There's a treat at the end of the month. So maybe we're getting a bonus. That would be very nice. Okay, so that's it from the tarot aspect. The next part of the video is the astrology. If you want to have a look around, hang around for that. All that remains for me to say, happy July, and I'll speak to you next month. If you would like to support the channel, you know, there's a give me a coffee page or buy me a coffee page or something like that. And the decks that I use are in the descriptions. This is the Tarot 1909 original. And the other deck I don't actually have, but I will put a link there for you so you can get hold of that if you would like it. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for your time and happy July. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to the astrology part of the video. So I hope that you like this. It's a little way of doing things a bit differently, but I wanted to explain how connected astrology and tarot are, especially with the Rider-Waite, because he pretty much wanted to move it around the astrology cycles. And I'm currently using, so I'm going to give you, I'll go through this in a minute, I'll show it to you. But the Wiser cards have, the little mini Wisers, have the astrology symbols on there. So you can see, for example, this is Venus, okay? And Venus is in the sign of Virgo, okay? So, right, let's talk about this. First thing we've got to say is I'm going to attach this for you. It's a moon phases thing. We've got a new moon on the 14th of July in Cancer. So new moons and new beginnings, plant seeds, set intentions and step into new possibilities. That's in Cancer. So anything that's Cancer related, home, loving, caring, emotional, that's for new beginnings. So you can do a little bit of candle magic around it, do whatever you want. You could literally focus on the Chariot card, which is the Cancer card, or focus on things for new beginnings. That's the time for that on the 14th. And then on the 29th of July, we have a full moon. And a full moon is illumination and release. Celebrate, let go, allow clarity. And that's why it always feels in a moon, you know, we all get a bit crazy on a full moon because everything comes to a head. It all comes, you're able to see all of the situation. And that's an Aquarius. So if you have an Aquarius moon, or even an Aquarius sun, but particularly Aquarius moon, you can expect everything to come to the surface on that day. It's a completion thing. So that's the moons. So they're going on. Now, this is what I'm doing here. So I want you to understand the astrology. So the Hermit is the sign of Virgo. And you can see that he's very reflective. He likes to get things right. He likes to take a look within. And that's the sign, okay, that's going on. From the 9th of July to the 6th of August, we have Venus, which is the Empress, talking and in bed with and very much in tune with Virgo. So you've got Venus in Virgo from the 9th of July to the 6th of August. So if you are a Virgo, then you can be expected to feel the effects of this. And Venus is very much around what we value. We feel very reflective. It's a time for going within. I mean, it helps tremendously by the fact that we've got Mercury retrograde, which is what I'm going to talk to you about in a moment. But so from the 9th through to the 6th of August, you've basically got Venus in Virgo. Now, let me just check what I wrote down on this Venus in Virgo. So love becomes quieter, thoughtful and practical. Compassion is shown through service. But I want to say that this is about service to self, though, rather than service. I just made some little notes that I'm looking at. So I can attach that as well. I'll attach that to the system so you can see what it is I've written down. But basically, Virgo is very much practical, looking within, self-care, time out, and Venus. So you're going to really regard and value that. It's going to come. So that energy is really important through to those periods. So I put these little sticky notes to remind myself when the dates are. So from 9th of July to Venus is in Virgo. Okay. Then the 7th of July, I took that because it was the longest one. It's almost like a full month, isn't it? And then look at this boy. So from the 7th of July to the 12th of December, you've got Neptune. You see Neptune here, the hanged one, which is actually the hanged man, is going to be in Aries. So this is really challenging for Aries, actually, from the 7th of July to the 12th of December, from the point of view that Aries likes to just get on with it. And if you've got Aries energy, you'll understand this. I just want to get on with it. So from the 7th of July to the 12th of December, I'm going to be having to what? Look at things from a different point of view, take some time out, reevaluate, and actually be absolutely sure about what it is that I want. Now, I think that that's always quite a bit of a challenging thing for Aries, because basically what you've got is the dreamer meets the leader, and they don't rush ahead. So the leadership that you want here through Aries comes through patience. Oh my goodness me, that word, Aries. And also inner wisdom. So it's quite reflective. You may find, not that your plans are frustrated, but that you just need to see things. You're not going to be able to be rushing ahead as you want to do, Aries. You're just going to have to take some time back and be quite reflective. So when you do these things, you need to kind of think about, okay, fine, yeah, that's where I want to go. So everything is done with thought, is what I was going to say, rather than rushing ahead. Now, from the 2nd of July, you've got the Tower, which is Mars. So this is the planet of Mars. You can see there, you've got the symbol. Mars is now in Gemini, which is the Lovers. So what that basically means is from the 2nd of July through to the 6th of August, you've got action meets communication. So Gemini is all about communication, okay? And so you have fast ideas, quick decisions and lively debate from the 12th of July to the 6th. So if you're Gemini, you can expect things to become quite action orientated. This is quite disruptive, the Tower. It just comes in and just shakes things up a little bit. And the energy from that is always, it's quite chaotic. I've got lots to do. And actually from the 2nd of July, you can be triggered from a community. Just lots of communications. Gemini is very much around getting the balance right as well. So if you're a Gemini and any of the Geminis, you can expect that you're moving through this disruptive time of action. Okay, so there's lots. It's Mars is in there. Okay, so Mars is just keeping things ticking along. Now, I'm going to do that one last, actually. So we've got the 30th of June here that went on, yeah, it was the 30th of June, so last month, until July 2027. So we've got this guy hanging in the background the whole time, and this is lovely, okay? So you've got all this monthly stuff going on, but look at this long term. We've got change here. The Wheel of Fortune is actually Jupiter. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and wisdom and blowing things up. You know, it's luck as well, the planet of luck. It expands and it changes things because it's time for change. And it's time for change and it makes you stronger, okay? So we're all going collectively through a time of change that is going to give us strength. So even when things feel like everything's kind of going against us from time to time, you know, like, I mean, God, the world is crazy, certainly in the UK at the moment. Well, I think it is all over the world, isn't it? you've got this opportunity grows through confidence. So if you're going to be courageous and you're going to step into the spotlight, look at the changes that can happen to you. This is wonderful. It's a really harmonious alliance here. And at the result of it, at the end of this period in July 2027, we will be changed and we will be stronger and empowered with the Strength card. That's also Leo. Strength is Leo. So if you're Leo, then you're going to be going through this massive change here from the 30th to the... So, you know, you've got Jupiter expanding everything for you, Leo. Your horizons, your roles, everything will end up empowering you. Now, this little baby here, this is the one that... So this is Mercury. The Magician is Mercury, you can see here. So Mercury is in the sign of Cancer for this month, which is your birthday month if you're Cancer, or there's any Cancer affecting you. And the Chariot just wants to get on with stuff. It just wants to get it done. It doesn't really want to think about things. It wants to very much focus on moving forward, okay, and progress. And the Magician also. So the Magician is about communication, but also making stuff happen and getting things done. So you've got from the 1st to the 23rd of July, no, so from the 1st to the 23rd of July, you've got... The Mercury is retrograde, so it's looking back on itself. It's the best way for me to do it. It's looking inward. It's looking at this and it's going, okay, what do you want to do? What is it that you, what is it? I want to review everything. I'm going to go over it again and over it and over again. I'm going to check to make sure we've got all of the tools to get this job done. So you can expect some revisiting of plans, some revisiting of all sorts of things, because you know how Mercury retrograde works. And that happens until the 23rd when, hallelujah, 23rd to the end of the month, it goes direct. So we can all hold on to that date. So the 23rd, we suddenly move forward. And this is a really... decisive time. You just get on with it. So we've got lots of action. So whatever we're doing during the whole month here, we're kind of revisiting it all on a collective, but more so Cancer. You're reviewing, then you just take off on the 23rd. So your life starts to move forward at great speed because the Chariot does not hang around. Okay, so those are the key energies that we've got. I have actually got a little sheet as well that I will attach that I was kind of looking at there as well. And you can see what we've... So those are the energies you can work with, you know, and the stars that they are mostly, the signs that they're mostly affecting. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. Let me know what you think about this. If you think that this is worth it, then I'll add it. I'll do this for next month as well. If you think, I'm not really interested, go back to doing it the other way, then just let me know. Okay, all right, thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.